Hello, everybody. What would you like to get accomplished in 2024? Or what maybe did you want to accomplish in 2023 and didn't do, so now you're pushing it off to 2024? I'm doing some of those too. My life is actually going to change a lot because you may or may not have heard I quit my job. Well, what I told them was I wanted my money or I wasn't going to come back. And then they told me, yeah, sure, you can quit, so they didn't have to fire me. There's a little bit of a story there. I'm going to make a whole video on it. It's important, and it has to do with tech, actually, because I worked at AT&T. We'll just leave it at that for now. But that is going to be the determining factor for a lot of the things that happen this year because of my newfound unemployed self. This is the first time I think I've been unemployed in years. And the last time I was unemployed, it was about 6 months, but I was also running my own business and had my own storefront and was selling cell phones online. Hint, something's coming. So all that to say, the first thing I'm going to do is create a whole lot more content. Obviously, I'm kind of known as the Pixel guy. I was able to get, Pixel early access, early videos, stuff like that because I didn't sign any sort of NDA when I worked at AT&T. And you guys know me as the Google loving person that I am, which is true. I do love my Google products, but I also love a lot of other things like Lord of the Rings, like tattoos, like whiskey, like hiking, like being outside, traveling, the desert, history. I could go on and on and on about the Middle Ages and ancient Egypt. So I have a lot of other things that I can do. So I will be doing as much Pixel content as I can, but obviously that only takes up about a third or a quarter of the year. Maybe some in May, and then, September through November, there are a couple videos to be made, but that's it. So I'm going to try my hand at some other content as well. I'm not going to be that annoying person that goes live every single night playing Minecraft on a tech channel. That's annoying and absolutely should not be happening. But just so you know, I am going to be trying some more non-traditional videos based on what I've already made. For example, on my Dread Pirate Maki channel, that's my personal channel, I have a couple podcast episodes up. I tried a bunch of clocks and colors colognes. A lot of them will have a basis in tech because I enjoy the tech community as it is, and I enjoy the Apple Android debate and why iMessage was important in 2012 and it's not as all that stuff is interesting to me. So a lot of these will be based in tech, but there might be some branched off topics as well, which I think is going to be really fun, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So the first thing I'm going to do this year is make more content. The second thing I'm going to do is be healthier. And I know everybody says this, so I don't want you to think this is like a cop-out or something like that, but I legitimately have a plan. I also, speaking of quitting my job, I do have another job lined up because while my shiny side has a big boy, cushy job at AT&T, the blue collar side of me is actually a trained alpaca shearer, and I'm going to be running my own crew this year. So I will be gone for 3 months. Lots of videos coming through there too. Keep an eye out. It's going to be really cool. And I am going to stress test my Pixel Watch 2 with hardcore farm work. You burn about 5,000 calories a day doing this job. It's very labor intensive. There's mud, there's spit, there's rocks, there's all kinds of stuff with alpacas. So I'm gonna stress test that. I'm gonna try to get a hold of a Pixel Fold again so I can stress test that as well in a farm environment and just do a couple little reviews like that. I think that'd be really fun. The other part of being an alpaca shearer is everyone's alpacas need to be shorn between about late February to June. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of videos on it. And that's going to be pretty much my entire income for the year. That's all I really will need. So thank you. But also that's really great because I can go back and get a job if I want to, which I probably will. Cause let's be honest. It's only been 5 days and I'm already bored out of my head. I probably will get another job, but I don't have to get another job. So I don't have to be a slave to the man. I don't have to be fully mentally engaged. I don't have to do my absolute best because I need to make the most of every single paycheck. It doesn't have to be that intense. So if I want to take 6 months off and then get a job, at Verizon, wherever I can do that. So I can finally run again. I can finally work out again. I can buy my own food. I can cook my own food at home. I don't have to buy food out all the time. You know what I mean? It's going to be a whole life change. The whole structure of my life is going to change eternally for the better. So that's the second thing I'm going to do this year is be healthier. The third thing that I'm going to do, hopefully with y'all's help, is we're going to reach 10,000 subscribers That's huge for me. I mean, I've had my YouTube channel since 2007, I think 2006. I was a very early adopter. My first personal video, because unfortunately I deleted my first video, which was from 2006, but my first video that is still live right now is a 2007 missions trip video compilation. And I've been making videos on and off since then. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've had a real job. I've had life. You know, it's not been consistent. It's not been content creation, sort of, but it's been video creation ever since then. That combined with my cinematic arts degree from Liberty, this is huge for me. I mean, we'll get to 100,000 at some point. Maybe we'll get to 1 million at some point. I'm happy with 100,000. You know, that's. This is even more than I really could have ever asked for. So if you've watched or liked any of my videos, I appreciate it. Thank you. We are so close to 10,000. We are at, let's check and see exactly what it is right now. 7275. And if you notice, I did change my name to Just Michael Secret. I dropped the tech too, because I'm going to do more of a mixed bag, although tech is going to be in there. But yeah, 7275, that means we are about 2,700 away from 10,000. So my goal is to hit 10,000 subs by December of next year. So that's the third thing I'm going to do, is hit 10,000 subs. What are you going to do in 2024? Would you like to tell me what your goal is, or would you like to make a commitment in the comments, and then I'll make a video a year from now and call everyone out who hasn't done their thing? But yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments what your goal is for this year. Let me know how long you've been around, if you've been around for a couple of years. I know I've been making videos since the Pixel 6 Pro. And again, I appreciate everybody who's down there, everyone who has watched my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully there's more interesting, creative things to come, since my whole psyche doesn't have to be taken up by AT&T's sales process and stuff anymore. So again, I appreciate you all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Like this video if you don't mind, that helps me out. Sub, share it if you liked it, all that good stuff. See you guys.